got to behave. There's no tents on the sidewalk, okay? And you're not even allowed to smoke a vape pen out here, or tobacco, or weed. Yeah, all that's illegal. And they got their own police, and their own judges, and their own courthouse. Okay? So here, you know, everybody has to behave. In Hollywood, you can do your thing, you know. Out here, no, you just gotta, I mean, they're nice people. Everything's open to the public, but you can see it's quiet, it's neat, you know, clean, it's not overcrowded. And it's over 100 years old. Look how quiet. It's like a ghost town. That's why it's so popular. Everywhere else in LA is noisy. Zip code 90210. It's got a big reputation.
Yep. That's a TV show, 90210. Beverly Hills 90210.
Okay, now the rock star Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, used to live here on the right, above that black Rolls Royce just leaving the curb, right up there on the top. From Birmingham, England, Ozzy Osbourne's former home. One of them. He's had many. He's in his 70s. And this big one on the right was Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And they got divorced about 20 years ago. And they're gone. They lived there together for a while. I believe they were divorced in 2001. And then little Shirley Temple, even as a child, and when she was all grown up, she still lived here on the road. 9521 on the good ship, lollipop. You know where she was discovered by MGM? The Roosevelt Hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was only 4 years old. And about a year later, she was living here. She was cast in the movies, you know, making a lot of money. She lived there with her family when she was little. Kept a house, I believe, until she passed away, just a few years ago. And then the next one coming up on the right is Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, the NBA basketball legend. And he's moving on. He's retired from the Lakers. He wants to be in the organization in Atlanta or Sacramento. So he's selling this place on the right for $72 million.
This one here?
Yeah, wow. $72 million.
Shaquille O'Neal's place, guys. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, now we're getting pretty close to the Beverly Hills Hotel. So I want to show it. I want to get everybody to go there after the tour. And we'll see who famous is inside, okay? I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. You all are going to have to go on your own, okay? Because my wife and daughter are picking me up, and they probably don't want to go here. Sometimes they do. But usually they say, no, let's go home. You know, it's Sunday. And you work. I only work weekends here doing the tours. But sometimes I come back during the week, not to do tours, but I'll come to, you know, we'll come here. Go to a hotel or something, just to look around, have lunch. It's always fun. Judy Garland, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, remember?
It's the one right
This
here.
is where she used to live on the left. Oscar winner, yeah. She died in London in 1962 from a drug overdose. But before that, she lived right there on the left. Here it is. Hotel California, right across the street. On the right, the Pink Palace, the Hotel California, the most famous of them all. There. This is the one you're going to go to tonight. Understand? Thank you. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to spend any money. And it's a short ride. I don't want any excuses. You can thank me next weekend if you're here. So famous is it? You know Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah.
You know, 2-time Best Actress of the Year. You know, she was married 8 times. She used to live right here in this remodeled house on the left. Right here. She was married 8 times. You want to guess where she spent 6 honeymoons? The Beverly Hills Hotel. Look, this is the front courtyard of the Beverly Hills Hotel right here. Look what's parked around it. Lamborghini, Rolls Royce. You
Check
see?
it out. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Everybody converges around the Beverly Hills Hotel. Look how quiet. Amazing, right? For LA. This is not really LA, it's Beverly Hills, but it's right in the middle of LA. So to have this much peace and quiet and everything is pretty hard to get around. Simon Cowell from American Idol's building a big house over here on the left.
Where is Simon?
There.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what
He's got one almost just like it down the road. Just a board or something. And then a couple oldies. Al Pacino, he's in his 80s. He used to live on this brick one back in the day. This one's getting a little older. There, on the left. And Frank Sinatra used to live in this one way back. He's been dead for over 20 years. But he used to live there in Hoboken, New Jersey. And then let me show you something. You see this new house on the left here?
Yeah.
The family bought the old house for about $6 million and tore it down and built this beautiful. And then somebody just bought this one and is going to tear it down for $6 million. This yellow one. That's $6 million just to get the building space to build like fresh. They bought it at the end of, actually it was bought about 6 months ago. It hasn't been torn down yet. But I know it's intended to be torn down. That one was torn down and rebuilt. See on the right? So that's what real estate cost out here. Even the lot is going to be 5-6 million. Okay, now we're going into, you know, what you call the metro, little metro. You know, I don't mean a subway station. I mean, you know, city-like. Metropolitan Beverly Hills right here. This is, you know. What do they do out here? Well, I said they don't have entertainment, so guess what? It's mostly dining, shopping, and plastic surgery. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Oh, now, from the movie Pretty Woman, do you remember when Julia Roberts tells the girl, big mistake?
Yeah.
It's that store on the right across the street, that boutique, that was called Bull Mish back in 1991 when the movie was made.
She went shopping out there, and they like, look at her.
And then the other one in the movie where her and Richard Gere shop together is the